Sports and DRGnews.com.
And we welcome you back to Harold Thune Auditorium in Murdo as we get ready for our second game of the opening afternoon session of the Jones County Invitational Basketball Tournament. White River getting set to take on Phillip. And our coverage of the Jones County Invitational brought to you by the folks at the Dakota Prairie Bank, by Moore Building Center, by Kennedy Implement, the First Fidelity Bank, West Central Electric, Farmers Union Oil Company, the Prairie Post, the First National Bank in Phillip, Sioux Nation Ag Center, Ernie's Building Center, Kennebec Telephone, Randy's Freight Service, Crossroads Capay, Powers and Gifts, Cherrytown Electric, All-Star Auto and B&B Sales, CHS Midwest Cooperative, Headley Veterinary Services, Arby's, and the Corner Pantry. And our second game of the afternoon, White River versus Phillip, also being brought to you by KP Insurance, Phillip Motors, and Man Dental. John Neff is at Dakota Radio Group's World Headquarters, and I'm Darren Boyle. John Dreher alongside as we get ready for this afternoon matchup as the White River Tigers come into this ball game. This one of two undefeated teams here in the Jones County Invitational Tournament field. They entered the ball game with a record of 7-4. Last time I looked, the Tigers were the number 3 ranked team in Class B basketball. They take on the Phillip Scotties. Phillip comes into the ball game with a record of 1-5. The Scotties able to get a victory on their last game out as they played on January 5th on the road. They were able to pick up their first victory of the season, taking on Ulrich. So we're about 4 minutes or so away from the tip-off of this ball game, and we'll be back with starting lineups after we take a 3-minute break. The folks at the South Dakota Highway Safety wants to remind you, on your way home or to or from the game, snow means slow. Drive for conditions this winter. We'll take a 3-minute break and return on KPLO.
The Prairie Post and Presho and Farmers Union Oil Company of Presho, Reliance, Draper, and Murdo are proud sponsors of high school athletics. Farmers Union Oil Company is your local supplier for bulk gas, diesel fuel, and propane, along with other farm and ranch needs. At the Prairie Post and Presho, they invite you in for hot food on the go, a cold beverage in the casino and lounge, and a quick place to fuel up with Cenex brand quality fuels with 24-hour pay-at-the-pump service. Stop and see the friendly folks at Prairie Post and Farmers Union Oil Company in Presho, Reliance, Draper, and Murdo, bringing you the KPLO Prairie Post pregame show.
The attorneys at May Adam Law Firm have been serving South Dakotans statewide since 1881. Whether you have questions about family law, you want an estate plan, you need legal advice on a business deal or an agricultural transaction, or you've been injured in an accident, the May Adam lawyers will represent you in life's most important decisions. We are located in Pierre and have been traveling across the state protecting our clients' legal rights. Call May Adam at 224-8803 and ask for Katie, or visit our website, mayadam.net.
The staff at Dakota Prairie Bank welcomes you to this year's Jones County Invitational Basketball Tournament. Just as the players are dedicated to the game on the court, so are the fans cheering in the stands. That's why Dakota Prairie Bank is once again sponsoring the Fan of the Game Award during halftime of every game. Each one receives a t-shirt and a gift certificate for the concession stand. Good luck, participants and fans from the team at Dakota Prairie Bank, located in Fort Pierre with branches in Presho and Draper. Member FDIC.
Prairie Bank.
Moore Building Center in Murdo is our full-service small-town lumber and hardware store, carrying all types of fencing supplies, Pittsburgh paints, and expanded line of DeWalt and Stanley tools. Get a free estimate on a new pole barn, home or garage, and purchase all the materials you need to build it. Moore Building Center is more than just nuts and bolts. They're full service and ready to help you. Moore Building Center, proud to be family-owned and part of the business community. Best of luck to all contestants in the Jones County Invitational.
Good luck, athletes from Kennedy Implement in Phillip. Stop by Kennedy Implement and check out their large inventory of new and used farm equipment. From loader tractors, haying equipment, skid steers, and everything in between, Kennedy Implement has what you need to get the job done right in a timely fashion, too. Kennedy Implement carries New Holland, McCormick, Woods, and many other preferred manufacturers. Stop by and let them know how they can help you. Kennedy Implement in Phillip.
First Fidelity Bank welcomes everyone to Murdo for the Jones County Tournament and wishes all the athletes good luck in their performances. First Fidelity Bank is proud to be a family-owned community bank in Murdo, strong enough to stand on their own but small enough to understand and appreciate the real-life needs of the people they serve. Call First Fidelity Bank to set up an appointment or just stop in and see what they can do for you. First Fidelity Bank in Murdo, member FDIC.
Time for this afternoon's starting lineups brought to you by the Jet Lanes and Press Show. For the Phillips Scotties, they will start this way at one guard, Ethan Burnett. Burnett is a 5'9 freshman. The other guard, Keldon Fitzgerald, he is a 6-foot sophomore. The forwards, Jet Jones, a 6'2 junior. Wade Crutch, a 6'2 senior, is the other forward. Shale Thorne is the starting center for Phillip. He is a 6'2 sophomore. Burnett and Fitzgerald, the guards. Jones and Crutch, the forwards. Thorne at center for the Phillips Scotties, who entered the ballgame with a record of 1-5. The head coach of the Phillips Scotties is Casey Jory. For the White River Tigers in one guard, Jadis Morrison, a 6'2 senior. The other guard is Isaiah Sarace. He is a 5'9 junior. The forwards, Nick Seiler, a 6-foot junior. Tyson Ayat is the other forward. He is a 6-foot junior. The starting center for White River is Luke Wells. Wells is a 6'5 junior. Morrison and Sarace, the guards. Seiler and Ayat, the forwards. Wells at center. The White River Tigers enter the ballgame with an overall record of 7-0. Their head coach is Eldon Marshall. You're listening to coverage of the Jones County Invitational Basketball Tournament on KPLO 94.5 FM, Reliance, Chamberlain, White River, Phillip, and all of Central South Dakota. We're also available at 100.5 FM in Pierre, Fort Pierre. And with John Neff at Dakota Radio Group's World Headquarters, with John Dreyer taking care of the YouTube feed, I'm Darren Boyle. We thank you for joining us for coverage of the Jones County Invitational. Our tip-off brought to you by Harry K. Chevrolet in Chamberlain and Harry K. Ford in Winter. They have a nice lineup of late model pickups. Harry K's for the right vehicle at the right price. Phillip in the road blacks. White River in the home whites, and White River will win the tip. They will work with it first. Sarace at the top. Inside it comes Luke Wells, and he goes right to the rim and scores the two. A fast opening basket for White River as Phillip will go to work. Thorne with the basketball on the right side. Man-to-man defense, just straight-up man being played by the Tigers here. Tyson Ayat will poke the basketball out of bounds, and it will remain with the Scotties, who will put it in play once again. Thorne with the basketball, bounce past Jet Jones. He has a deep right corner. With the dribble, brings it up to the wing, into the ball into the hands now of Keldon Fitzgerald, who will work out front, loses the dribble as it goes out of bounds, and it will be a turnover. The Scotties with their first turnover of the ball game, and White River with another opportunity. Very nice afternoon crowd on hand here to witness a good game to start out. If you missed it, 59-56 was the final score as Lyman defeats Stanley County. A three for Nick Seiler will score the basket. And then I believe it was a steal by Isaiah Horace. That will be another two. And just like that, White River's out in front 7-0 as they try to overplay the passing lanes. And again, will knock the basketball out of bounds. It will remain with Phillip, who will inbound the basketball on the sideline. The Scotties trail by 7. With a minute gone in the quarter, and here is a steal by Nick Seiler. He'll go to the length of the floor and score the two. Nick Seiler with 5 points in the ball game, 3 turnovers for Phillip. 9-0 is our score. Jones with the dribble, crosses the half-court stripe, tries to pass off, loses the basketball, and it goes out of bounds. And that is another turnover for Phillip as they work against that full-court pressure of White River. The ball will belong to the Tigers as they'll settle into the offense. Sarace, now Ayat with the basketball. Sarace once again at the top. High post, Morrison, turnaround jumper, it's no good. Luke Wells with the offensive rebound. He'll try to send it back out and throws the basketball away, and then a foul going to be whistled on White River as Phillip headed the other way. Isaiah Sarace with the personal, that will be his first. And for White River, their first turnover of the ball game. They lead by a 9-0 score as the Scotties will look to inbound it. And a bad pass on the inbound, and it's turned over. Here are the Tigers the other way. Up the floor it comes. Morrison with a 3-ball. That is no good. And the rebound picked up by the Scotties as Wade Crutch gets the rebound. And Here is Ethan Burnett with the dribble crossing half court as White River again works with a man-to-man. Nice back cut there by Fitzgerald. He gets to the baseline and then is cut off there, and the ball is stolen away. Here is Ayat on the drive, puts a shot up short, rebound to Phillip. And here come the Scotties the other way. Lead pass now up the floor. Fitzgerald deep in the left corner. Uses a dribble up, now needs some help. There's nobody to come get the basketball. And then the Scotties, as the 5-second shot clock, or the clock 5-second count was running down, Keldon Fitzgerald throws the basketball up for grabs and throws it out of bounds. That is 7 turnovers in the first 2 minutes of this opening quarter. And it is a 9-0 lead for White River as they get the ball inside. And this is Luke Wells with the finish. And he has scored 4 points now. 11-0 is our score. 5.5 minutes remain in the quarter. Here is Phillip. They get the ball inside. Their first shot attempt of the ball game. A runner by Wade Crutch that is no good. Rebound White River. Here is Morrison with it as he sends it up top to Seiler and around the perimeter. Here is Serace inside to Morrison. Shot is up good, and we're going to have a timeout taken by Phillip. Timeout early here in the opening quarter with 5:16 remaining. 13-0 is our score as White River has the lead, and we're back in 30 seconds on KPLO.
Line them up and knock them down. The starting lineup on KPLO is brought to you by Jet Lanes and Presho. Jet Lanes invites you in for great food and great fun on the lanes. Challenge your friends to a match or just hang out and relax. Enjoy a full menu including steaks, burgers, and made-to-order pizzas. You can also watch your favorite game on the big screen. Jet Lanes and Presho, downtown P-Town's #1 fun spot and a proud sponsor of our local high school athletes.
Timeouts are brought to you by Hutch's Cafe and Lounge in Presho. And your next timeout, stop by Hutch's Cafe and Lounge for a great meal and beverage. It is 13-0. White River has the lead. 5:16 remains in the quarter. The Scotties, working against full court pressure, will get it up the floor, and then Nick Seiler pokes the basketball out of bounds, and it will remain with Phillip, who uses their first timeout of the ball game. And now we'll work to inbound it. Here is Keldon Fitzgerald trying to get it inside. Ball is thrown a little bit offline, and White River will come away with it. Here is Ayat. Seiler, shot is up, no good. Foul going to be called on Phillip. The personal, which will be the first team foul against the Scotties, I believe, is going to be called on Jet Jones. It is, and it will be his first foul. White River at the free throw line for the first time this afternoon. It is Nick Seiler shooting 2. First one is up and good. 14-0 is our score as we have 5:03 remaining as we work here in the opening quarter. From Harold Thune Auditorium in Myrtle, the winner of this ball game will get Lyman tomorrow evening at 6:30. We'll have all 12 games of the Jones County Invitational right here on KPLO. Seiler hits them both to make it 15-0, and now Seiler forces a turnover, and he'll head the other way and score a 2. Nick Seiler now with 9 points, 17-0. 4.5 minutes remain in the quarter, and a whistle and a foul in the backcourt. It's going to be whistled on Isaiah Serace, and Serace picks up his second foul. For White River, it is team foul number 2 as the Scotties put it in play. Jet Jones slowly across half court, tries to pass to the corner. Ball is tipped and stolen. It's Wells with the steal. Bounce pass Serace. He'll go to the rim and score the 2. Isaiah Serace will score the basket. That is 9 turnovers for Phillip. And here are the Scotties getting settled into their offense. They have not been able to do that very often. Here's Ethan Burnett on the drive. He is blocked, and a foul is going to be called. Luke Wells with the personal. That will be his first. The third team foul whistle on White River. And Phillip will inbound it on the baseline with a fresh shot clock. They'll put it in play from the left side of the key. The inbounds will come into Jones. He loses the handle. It's stolen away. Here is Tyson Ayat on the move. He'll get to the rim and score, but wave off the basket. A traveling violation is called. For the Tigers, their second turnover of the ball game. As Phillip again will work against full court man pressure. Ayat with the steal, bounce past Morrison, and the layup by Jadis Morrison is up and good. 21-0 as we are at the halfway mark of the quarter. And here another steal by White River. Here is Ayat with the steal. He'll go to the rim and score the two, and all 5 starters have already scored for White River as they have forced 12 turnovers on Phillip. And the Scotties here will break pressure. They'll get to the rim, and the runner is up and no good by Ethan Burnett. He made a nice move to the rim but couldn't finish, and here is White River the other way with a bullet, and it is Tyson Ayat that scores the two. 25-0 is our score. We have 3.5 minutes remaining as we work here in quarter number 1. Here is Burnett 3. That is up and no good for Phillip. Lead pass for White River. Ayat, bounce pass inside Seiler. Kick out Morrison from the wing. 3 ball is up, no good. Rebound loose. Kept alive by White River. Here is Isaiah Sarace. He'll go to the rim, scores the basket, but wave it off. An offensive foul is going to be called on Isaiah Sarace, and that will be his 3rd personal foul. For White River, a turnover, their 3rd of the ball game. It will be team foul number 4 as well. The Tigers leading by a 25-0 score as again they work with pressure and knock the ball away from Ethan Burnett and out of bounds. The Scotties will look to inbound it once again as Burnett will put it in play into the hands of Keldon Fitzgerald. Long pass up the floor. It's tipped by Theron Sazu and out of bounds. And when White River isn't forcing turnovers, they're tipping the basketball a lot, and that gets frustrating offensively as well. The Scotties will go to their bench. Mason Mansfield will check into the ball game. Checking out will be Keldon Fitzgerald. White River operating here with a 25-0 lead with 2:56 remaining in the quarter, and the Scotties trying to inbound it, almost throw the basketball away, but they do turn it over. And then Phillip, they're chasing the passing lanes as well. They're able to steal the basketball back, forcing the 4th turnover on White River. Tigers knock the ball away from Phillip, so the Scotties will inbound it, and we have said the word inbound a lot here in quarter number 1. 25-0 is our score as White River has the lead. Here is Mansfield with it, has the ball knocked away. It's lost out of bounds. Mansfield touched it last, and the ball will belong to White River. Tigers will inbound it here with 2:44 remaining in the quarter. Morrison, Ayat with the runner. Shot is up, good. Tyson Ayat with 6 points in the contest. 27-0 is our score. As White River continues to play Burnett with it out front as he tries to pass off. Again, the ball tipped away and stolen, and here is Ayat on the drive. He gets to the rim and has a shot attempt blocked, but I think we're going to have a foul called on Phillip, and we will. The personal will be whistled on Shale Thorne. Thorne with his 1st personal foul. And going to the free throw line for White River, Tyson Ayat, who has already scored 6 points in this opening quarter. Shooting free throws here. The first is up, and it is good. 28-0 is our score as we work to the 2-minute mark left in quarter number 1. White River, one of the top teams in Class B basketball in South Dakota, announcing their presence with authority here in quarter number 1. Here is Phillip. They'll get the ball inside. Shot is up, no good. That was Wade Crutch, but there for the follow-up was Mason Manfield, and Phillip scores their first points of the contest. Jadis Morrison for 3. Shot is no good. Rebound Phillip as the Scotties will push across half court. Burnett will pass off. Nowhere to go there. The ball is turned over. Here is Tyson Ayat to the rim. His layup is up and good. And White River just gets the ball up the floor so quickly when they have those fast break opportunities. And a very quick 2 for the Tigers. And they lead by a 31-2 score. Mansfield for Phillip with it left side. Works the dribble, passes off, ball into the hands of Shale Thorne. Now it's Burnett with the basketball. Nice stutter step, drives, gets into the lane, is double covered there, and then the ball is tipped. It's poked away and stolen. Here is Ayat in traffic, and he is fouled on the way to the rim. The personal will be whistled here on Mason Mansfield. That will be his first personal foul, and for Phillip, that is team foul number 3. Tyson Ayat back at the free throw line once again. First free throw is up, and it is no good. 31-2 is our score as White River will go to their bench. We'll see Joe Seiler check in. He is a 5'10" 8th grader. Here's the free throw by Ayat, and that is up and good. He will check out, and checking into the ball game for White River, Dylan Marshall. Marshall is a 5'10" freshman. 32-2 is our score as we work to the final minute of quarter number 1. Jones with the dribble crossing half court. Burnett at the top of the key. Tries to catch a screen. Will try to drive. Ball is knocked away, and then it's out of bounds. There defensively for White River was Luke Wells, but he couldn't control it. The ball will remain with the Scotties. They will reset the shot clock, but I think they're going to reset things and now try to determine how much time they should put on the shot clock. After it was reset at 35, my guess would be somewhere around 25 as the officials will confer as they head to the scorer's table. 59 seconds remain here in quarter number 1. And they'll set the shot clock at 22, and I believe that is a fair compromise for everyone as the Scotties will put the basketball in play. Here's Raid Crutch, left baseline, now into the hands of Jet Jones. He uses Crutch for a screen, sees an opening, launches a 3. Shot is up, no good. Rebound pulled down by White River, up the floor in a hurry. Lead pass for Sazu. Theron trying to get to the rim, has the ball knocked away from behind and out of bounds, and Phillip continuing to hustle on the defensive end. Knocked the basketball out of bounds. Here is White River inbounding it. Corner 3 taken. That is Joe Seiler. It's up, no good. Rebound to the Scotties, and we have 40 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. Mansfield with it out front to Burnett, and he winds up going over the half-court line. That's an over and back violation and a turnover for Phillip. Connor Burns will check into the ballgame for the Scotties. As checking out will be Mason Mansfield. 32-2 is our score. Final seconds of the quarter. See if the Tigers hold for 1 here as Bill and Marshall will work right side. They'll reverse it back around the perimeter inside to Wells in traffic. Shot is up good. Luke Wells will score the 2, and he has a half dozen. 34-2 is our score. The Scotties will work with the basketball as time winds down in the quarter. Here is Burnett on the move to the rim, loses the basketball. White River with it up the floor to Sazu. Layup good. Teron Sazu will score the basket, and that will close out quarter number 1. 36-2 is our score. The White River Tigers leading Phillip at the end of quarter number 1. Scoreboard from Darren Boyle Sales. Check out the farm equipment available at the lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. Don't forget to check out DarrenBoyleSales.com. We're back in 1 minute on KPLO.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax returns, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank and credit card account numbers, social security number, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think somebody has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986.
This broadcast of high school sports is sponsored in part by West Central Electric Cooperative, serving Central South Dakota for over 70 years. West Central Electric is proud of our area youth and the effort they put into their school and sports activities. Always remember, hard work and determination are not just keys to success in a game, but also in life. West Central Electric Cooperative continues to strive for excellence in quality and service for all of your electrical needs. Good luck, athletes, from West Central Electric Cooperative.
With John Neff at Dakota Radio Group's World Headquarters. John Dreher alongside taking our videography duties. We'll use that word. Big words here at the Jones County Invitational as Phillips starts out with the basketball to start quarter number 2, and they will turn the basketball over. For Phillip already, that is 19 turnovers, and for White River, they have a 36-2 advantage as they set the tone with their defense in quarter number 1, and a team that has won this tournament more than any other, White River, will get the ball inside. Theron Sazu will score the 2, and they have pushed the lead now to 3 dozen. Early here in quarter number 2, Phillip will work with it. Scotties inside. Jet Jones tries to kick it back out, and the ball is knocked away and out of bounds. White River going to their bench. Tanner Young in the ball game. He is a 6'3 junior. I believe just one starter, Jadis Morrison, the only starter on the floor for the Tigers here as we work in the second quarter. Young with a defensive play as he knocks the basketball out of bounds. Phillip will inbound it once again. 22 on the shot clock for the Scotties as it will come in to Connor Burns, who will send the basketball back out front. Here's Shale Thorne to Burns. Burns passing off. Burnett right side of the key as he will work into the lane and drive. Nowhere to go, so to the corner he'll kick it. The 3 is taken, and that is up and good from Connor Burns. The junior hits the 3, and it's 38-5. Here is White River on the inside. Shot is up, no good. The miss there by Tanner Young, and the rebound to Phillip. Scotties will head the other way. Burns with it across half court. Now inside it comes Jones. Burnett now deep in the right corner. He has time, will bring it back out front. A whistle and a reach, and a foul going to be called on White River. It will be on Joe Seiler, and the 8th grader picks up his first personal foul. White River with 5 team fouls here in this first half. Already working with a 33-point lead at 38-5. As the Scotties will put the basketball in play once again. Here is Connor Burns out front. Jet Jones, 3 ball taken. That is up, no good. Rebound Sazu, who will pass it up the floor. This is Marshall, leaves the ball into the hands of Nick Seiler, who just checked back in, and Seiler will score the 2. He is in double figures now with 11. It is 40-5. 2 minutes gone in the second quarter, and the Scotties again will lose the basketball out of bounds. So White River with it once again as Marshall will push the ball across half court into the hands of Joe Seiler. Around the perimeter, Nick Seiler. Marshall back to Seiler and back out front as they move it around the perimeter. Here's Nick Seiler inside Sazu. Bounce pass on the baseline. That is Tanner Young as they send it back out front. Here is Sazu with an open look for 3, and he'll knock it down. Good ball movement by White River. As the shot clock winds down, Sazu with the 3. Here's Phillip at the other end. Burnett for 3. That shot is no good. Rebound Joe Seiler. Bounce pass Sazu. He'll go to the rim and score the 2. Teron Sazu with 9 points off the bench for White River. And it is 45-5 with 5:20 remaining here in the first half. Burnett with the basketball at the top as they move it around the perimeter. Here's Ethan Ferguson with it. Out front, Shale Thorne. Thorne on the move, goes to the baseline. Ball is tipped, but back to a Phillip player. Shot taken by Shale Thorne. It's no good. Rebound White River. They'll run the break. Marshall to the rim. Layup good. Dylan Marshall will score the 2. And here is Phillip. Burns the other way. 3 ball taken. That is up, no good. Rebound to Seiler. This is Joe up the floor, trying to feed it to the wing. Ball is knocked away and stolen. Burns with the defensive play. Burns to the rim. Layup good. Connor Burns will score the bucket. He has 5 off the bench for Phillip. Here's White River to the rim. A runner there, up and no good by Dylan Marshall. And then an offensive, a loose ball foul. It's going to be called on White River. It will be on Tanner Young, and that will be his first. And we will see Keldon Fitzgerald check back into the ball game for Phillip. 47-7 is our score. 4.5 minutes remain here in the first half. White River working the basketball the other way. Nice pass from Burnett on the inside. It's Keldon Fitzgerald. He can't finish, though. And the rebound pulled down by White River. They'll head the other way. Joe Seiler, Theron Sazu, 3-ball taken. 3-ball is no good. Nick Seiler with the offensive rebound and back out front. Here's a bullet pass inside. Dylan Marshall. He can't finish. Rebound to Phillip. Scotty's with it as we are at the halfway mark of the quarter. Here is a near steal. It is a steal. Joe Seiler to the rim. Basket will count and a foul is called. That's just good defense and good quick hands on the part of Joe Seiler. The 8th grader will score the basket. The foul on Phillip will be on Jet Jones, and that is his second personal foul. White River looking for their 50th point of this first half. The free throw is up and good. 50-7 is our score. 3:50 remains second quarter. Here is Phillip working the baseline. Keldon Fitzgerald, he'll dribble it back out front as he had nowhere to go inside. Now to the top of the key, Jet Jones. And around the perimeter it comes. Connor Burns. Now Fitzgerald once again back to Burns as he'll try to dump it inside. And here is Jet Jones in the baseline. Turnaround jumper is up and good. Jet Jones with his first 2 this afternoon. 50-9 is our score. And here is White River the other way. Inside it comes, and it's Tanner Young who will score the 2. He is the 9th different player to score in the first half for White River. They went to their bench in the opening quarter. Their second unit out there right now. In fact, no starters on the floor for White River at this point. Well, pardon me, one, Nick Seiler. And now we're going to have a steal on White River, and then we're going to have an offensive foul called on Nick Seiler as he got bottled up along the baseline. And Seiler is going to be called for the push-off, and that will be his first foul. Turnover for White River, their 6th of the ball game. And the Scotties will inbound it on the baseline. And for White River, at least for the moment, the starter's back in the ball game. And here is White River, a steal. Isaiah Serace to the rim, shot is no good. Jadis Morrison with the rebound. White River will pull it back out front and reset it. Morrison now open on the right side. 3-point try is up and no good. Rebound, Phillip, it's stolen away. Here's Nick Seiler to the rim, and he will score the 2. Nick Seiler now with 13 points. 54-9 is our score. 2.5 minutes remain here in quarter number 2 as Phillip gets open on the baseline. Keldon Fitzgerald to the rim. That shot is no good. Rebound to White River. They'll head the other way in a hurry. And Nick Seiler will score another 2. 56-9 is our score. And here is Ethan Burnett across half court for Phillip. Jet Jones with the basketball top of the key. He has it swiped out of his hands and stolen away. And here is White River on the move. Tyson Nyott will score the 2. 59-8. A minute 55 remains until halftime, and we're going to have a timeout taken by Phillip. Timeouts are brought to you by Hutch's Cafe and Lounge in Presho. And your next timeout, stop by Hutch's Cafe and Lounge for a great meal and beverage. It is 58-9. White River has the lead, and we're back in 30 seconds on KPLO.
The Prairie Post and Presho and Farmers Union Oil Company of Presho, Reliance, Draper, and Murdo are proud sponsors of high school athletics. Farmers Union Oil Company is your local supplier for bulk gas, diesel fuel, and propane, along with other farm and ranch needs. At the Prairie Post and Presho, they invite you in for hot food on the go, a cold beverage in the casino and lounge, and a quick place to fuel up with Cenex brand quality fuels with 24-hour pay-at-the-pump service. Stop and see the friendly folks at Prairie Post and Farmers Union Oil Company in Presho, Reliance, Draper, and Murdo, bringing you the KPLO Prairie Post Game Show.
Playing some of the finest bumper music known to mankind. We are 94.5 FM KPLO. John Neff doing a good job at Dakota Radio Group's world headquarters as we work our way through quarter number 2. 58-9 is our score as White River opening up a big lead early. They led 36-2 at the end of the opening quarter. And here, a foul called out front on White River on Tyson Nyott. That will be his second. And the foul situation puts Phillip in the bonus, and they will go to the free throw line. A 1-and-1 situation for the sophomore Shale Thorne. Phillip with Mason Mansfield back in the ball game. Thorne with the 1-and-1 free throw. He'll put the first one up and good. And that puts Phillips scoring in double figures. It's now 58-10. Second free throw is up for Shale Thorne. It will roll around and drop through. And White River will inbound it quickly, and they'll push it across half court. Minute 39 remains in the first half. Here is Tyson Ayat open for three. He'll launch that and drop it home. Tyson Ayat with a big first half for White River as well. In fact, as we mentioned earlier, we have 9 different players score for the Tigers as the Scotties work the other way. Wade Crutch with a runner in the lane that is no good. Rebound, Morrison. He'll pass to Luke Wells. Morrison will get the basketball back. He'll try a three from the left side, or right side rather, and it's up and no good. And the rebound to Phillip. Here's Mason Manfield, Jet Jones. Quick release three, shot is no good. Rebound White River. Seiler, Ayat to the rim, good. Tyson Ayat will score the basket. 63-11 is our score. Winner of this ball game will get Lyman in the first semifinal game tomorrow. Here's a steal by White River. Nick Seiler to the rim. Layup is up and no good. Ball battled for as it goes, or they fight for the rebound. It will go out of bounds and belong to White River. The Tigers will put the basketball in play. Here is Ayat from up top. Three ball will rim in and out and then rattle back home and is good. Another three for Tyson Ayat. That is his second of the first half. He has scored 18, 19, 20, 21 in the first half. It's 66-11. Turnover for Phillip. And here is Isaiah Serace with it. He'll try a three from the right side. That is up no good. And Phillip will have the basketball as things wind down here in the first half. Another turnover for White River. Here is Morrison to the rim. Layup is good. 68-11 is our score through the first 2 quarters of play here in this second game of the opening round of the Jones County Invitational. Scoreboard comes to you from Darren Boyle Sales. Check out the farm equipment available. The lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. Don't forget to check out DarrenBoyleSales.com. We will pause for 3 minutes. Our Buy Right Seed halftime report is next on KPLO.
Ray Hybrids is dedicated to the success of their northern farmers. They provide industry-leading technology backed by agronomic expertise that fits the unique needs of local farmers. Choose Ray Hybrids for custom northern farming solutions. They know the north. Contact Buy Right Seeds in Miller or Darren Boyle Sales in Fort Pierre to learn more. Always read and follow stewardship and pesticide label directions.
Best of luck to the Phillip Scotties from First National Bank in Phillip. We are proud to sponsor the Scotties and our youth in all their activities. First National Bank in Phillip has, for over 100 years, served a large part of western South Dakota by providing quality banking based on customer service. First National Bank in Phillip understands agriculture and can help you make the big financial decisions a little bit easier. Member FDIC.
K&P Insurance of White River says good luck to the athletes in tonight's game. Mona Paulson and Jerry Krogman are your hometown insurance agents and take care of your property, casualty, and crop insurance needs with insurance products from AAA, Northwest GF Mutual, and Rain and Hail providers. Jerry Krogman brings you many years of experience in crop insurance, and his ag background lets you know that he knows the products and service you want and need in crop insurance. Call K&P Agency in White River today.
Good luck, Phillip Scotties, from your fans at Phillip Motors in Phillip. So far this season, you've proved that talent, determination, and working together as a team are the keys to success. Keep up the good work and go get them, Scotties. The Phillip Motor team is behind you all the way. Phillip Motor, a proud supporter of high school athletics and activities, and the Phillip Scotties. Next time you're looking for a new vehicle, stop by Phillip Motor and visit with the guys or call 859-2585.
Good luck, Scotties, from Dr. Ronald Mann and the staff at Mann Dental Clinic in Phillip. Mann Dental Clinic is a proud supporter of Phillip High School athletics and activities. Remember to flash those bright white smiles and keep up the positive attitude. We know you've got what it takes, so do great. Mann Dental Clinic is proud to serve the families of the Phillip area with all their dentistry needs. Call to set up your next checkup, 859-2491. Mann Dental Clinic, located on Phillip Avenue in Phillip.
The staff at Dakota Prairie Bank welcomes you to this year's Jones County Invitational Basketball Tournament. Just as the players are dedicated to the game on the court, so are the fans cheering in the stands. That's why Dakota Prairie Bank is once again sponsoring the Fan of the Game Award during halftime of every game. Each one receives a t-shirt and a gift certificate for the concession stand. Good luck, participants and fans, from the team at Dakota Prairie Bank, located in Fort Pierre with branches in Presho and Draper. Member FDIC.
Dakota Prairie Bank.
Back here in Murdo, we are at halftime of the second game of the opening round of the Jones County Invitational Basketball Tournament. And here at the halftime break, all White River 68-11 is our halftime score, as the Tigers had a 36-2 lead at the end of the opening period, and they kept the pedal to the metal there. And from the defensive part is really where the tone has been set in this ball game. White River did go to their bench. In fact, 9 different players scored in the first half for White River, as they were able to force 24 Phillip turnovers in the first half. Let's look at scoring for the Scotties. They are led in scoring by Connor Burns, the 5'10 junior. Comes off the bench. He scores 5 in the first half. Mason Manfield, Shale Thorne, and Jet Jones add 2 points each. And that is a total of 11 for the Scotties. Scotties go to the free throw line twice in the first half. They were 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And Phillip, as we mentioned, turnovers, a big, big issue in this ball game. Phillip turns it over 24 times this afternoon in the first half. For the White River Tigers, Tyson Ayat leading the way for White River, as he has scored 21 points. Nick Seiler with 15. Jadis Morrison, Luke Wells with 6. 9 points off the bench for Teron Sazu. 3 for Joe Seiler, 3 for Joe Seiler, 2 for Dylan Marshall, 2 for Tanner Young, 2 for Isaiah Serace, 4 for Isaiah Serace. 6 points in the ball game for Jadis Morrison. The Tigers go to the free throw line 7 times in the first half. They were 6 of 7 from the free throw line, and it was an up and down affair in the first half. White River turned it over 6 times in the first 16 minutes of basketball. 2 more games will come your way this evening in our coverage of the opening round of the Jones County Invitational. Cologne taking on Bennett County. That is at 6:30. We'll have our pregame at 6:10 this evening, followed by the nightcap, the matchup between Jones County and Kadoka. Of course, tomorrow afternoon we will be on the air at around 12:40 with the pregame. Stanley County, we know, will play at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon against the team that loses this contest, as it will be that ball game at 1 o'clock. Consolation semifinal game number 2 at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. Lyman will take on the winner of this ball game at 6:30 tomorrow, followed by the second championship bracket semifinal game tomorrow evening. We will have all 4 games tomorrow, 4 games on Saturday of the Jones County Invitational Basketball Tournament. And during all 12 games of the Jones County Invitational Basketball Tournament, the Dakota Prairie Bank, with offices in Fort Pierre, Presho, and Draper, name a fan of the game. And that lucky fan will get a prize package, compliments of the Dakota Prairie Bank. And our fan of the game for our second game of the Jones County Invitational, Kaylin Valandra Prue. She is a Dakota Prairie Bank fan of the game. And here it is 68-11. White River leads. And we will be back with third quarter action after we take a break, a 3-minute break on KPLO.
Moore Building Center in Murdo is our full-service small-town lumber and hardware store, carrying all types of fencing supplies, Pittsburgh paints, and expanded line of DeWalt and Stanley tools. Get a free estimate on a new pole barn, home or garage, and purchase all the materials you need to build it. Moore Building Center is more than just nuts and bolts. They're full service and ready to help you. Moore Building Center, proud to be family-owned and part of the business community. Best of luck to all contestants in the Jones County Invitational.
Good luck, athletes, from Kennedy Implement in Phillip. Stop by Kennedy Implement and check out their large inventory of new and used farm equipment. From loader tractors, haying equipment, skid steers, and everything in between, Kennedy Implement has what you need to get the job done right in a timely fashion, too. Kennedy Implement carries New Holland, McCormick, Woods, and many other preferred manufacturers. Stop by and let them know how they can help you. Kennedy Implement in Phillip.
First Fidelity Bank welcomes everyone to Murdo for the Jones County Tournament and wishes all the athletes good luck in their performances. First Fidelity Bank is proud to be a family-owned community bank in Murdo, strong enough to stand on their own, but small enough to understand and appreciate the real-life needs of the people they serve. Call First Fidelity Bank to set up an appointment or just stop in and see what they can do for you. First Fidelity Bank in Murdo, member FDIC. This broadcast of high school sports is sponsored in part by West Central Electric Cooperative, serving Central South Dakota for over 70 years. West Central Electric is proud of our area youth and the effort they put into their school and sports activities. Always remember, hard work and determination are not just keys to success in a game, but also in life. West Central Electric Cooperative continues to strive for excellence in quality and service for all of your electrical needs. Good luck, athletes, from West Central Electric Cooperative.
The Prairie Post and Presho and Farmers Union Oil Company of Presho, Reliance, Draper, and Murdo are proud sponsors of high school athletics. Farmers Union Oil Company is your local supplier for bulk gas, diesel fuel, and propane, along with other farm and ranch needs. At the Prairie Post and Presho, they invite you in for hot food on the go, a cold beverage in the casino and lounge, and a quick place to fuel up with Cenex brand quality fuels with 24-hour pay-at-the-pump service. Stop and see the friendly folks at Prairie Post and Farmers Union Oil Company in Presho, Reliance, Draper, and Murdo, bringing you the KPLO Prairie Post pregame show.
Best of luck to the Phillip Scotties from First National Bank in Phillip. We are proud to sponsor the Scotties and our youth in all their activities. First National Bank in Phillip has, for over 100 years, served a large part of western South Dakota by providing quality banking based on customer service. First National Bank in Phillip understands agriculture and can help you make the big financial decisions a little bit easier. Member FDIC.
You're listening to coverage of the 51st Annual Jones County Invitational Basketball Tournament on KPLO 94.5 FM in Reliance, Chamberlain, White River, and Phillip, 100.5 FM in the Pierre-Fort Pierre area. We are proud members of the Dakota Radio Group. The starting five of Morrison, Saray, Seiler, Ayotte, and Wells will start out for the Tigers here in this third quarter. Here's Tyson Ayotte, high post Morrison. Around the perimeter, Seiler from the right side. A three is up and good, and that's how the Tigers start the second half. 71-11 is our score. Phillip will start in the second half. Ethan Burnett, Jet Jones, Connor Burns, Mason Mansfield, and also Shale Thorne out there. So they juggle their starting lineup just a bit in this second half, but a bad pass, and they turn the basketball over, and the ball will belong to White River. We'll have a running clock here in this second half as Serace will try a three. Shot is up, no good. Seiler will sneak in there and get the offensive rebound, though, and put it up and in. Seiler now with 21 points. 73-11 is our score. And here another steal is Nick Seiler with it. Lead pass Ayotte in traffic. Shovel pass Serace. Good job by Phillip getting back. Here is Wells to the rim, though. The trailer on the fast break. He'll get to the rim and score the basket, and he'll get a chance at a three-point play. Shale Thorne will commit the personal, and that will be his second. At the free throw line will be Luke Wells, who has scored 8 points now. The free throw is good as he completes the three-point play. 76-11 is our score as we work through this third quarter. It is Jones across half court into the hands of Mansfield now as he will go high post. Shale Thorne back to Mansfield as White River will play a man-to-man defense. Here is Mansfield to the rim. Shot is no good. Rebound Wells. Lead pass Seiler. And Nick will score the easy two. 78-11 as we head the other way. Jones across half court. Here is Ethan Burnett with the basketball. On the left side of the key, passing off Connor Burns. Burns will work at the top of the key. Passes off, ball is tipped and stolen. Another turnover. Here is White River the other way, but Phillip back smartly. And Shale Thorne makes the defensive play. Burnett with a 3 ball. That is no good. Mansfield with the offensive rebound. That won't go. And White River will get the rebound. They'll head their direction. Ayat on the right side, out front, Seiler now to Serace as he will drive, gets to the rim, leaves it inside for Wells. Shot is contested and it's no good. Phillip will come away with the rebound. Here is Burnett to the rim. He has it knocked away and stolen. And here is White River the other way. Morrison on the left side, drop step, 3 ball is up, no good. Rebound Luke Wells. And the Tigers will send it back out front. Ayat for 3. Shot is up, good. Tyson Ayat with 24 points in the ballgame, 81-11. Here is Phillip the other way. Burns with a runner that is no good. Mansfield with the offensive rebound. He has it, facing double coverage. Now it's Jones to Burnett. Quick shot taken there. It's no good. Serace with the rebound. He'll bring it out of traffic as he pushes it up the floor. Swings it to the left side. Morrison, 3 ball is up and good. White River with good ball movement, and they're still knocking down the open jumpers as now Phillip pushes the ball the other way, and they throw the basketball away and out of bounds. And White River will have another offensive opportunity. You got to give credit to the way Phillip is working here. They continue to try to force the issue on the defensive end. And they force another turnover as White River gets a little sloppy with the basketball in that possession. And here come the Scotties the other direction. 4:25 remaining in the third quarter as White River has a fresh batch of fresh 5 at the scorer's table. And here is Nick Seiler the other way after a steal, and he is fouled as Mason Mansfield commits the personal, and that is his second. It will put Nick Seiler to the free throw line to shoot 2. 84-7, or make it 84-11. That is our score. White River led 36-2 at the end of the quarter, 68-11 at the halftime break as Seiler, who has now scored 8 points in this third quarter, will take the free throw. Makes the first one, gets ready for the second one. White River with Dylan Marshall, Joel Seiler, Colby Scott in the ball game, Teron Sazu in the ball game as well. And Kyler Valandra getting ready to check in as he sets at the scorer's table. Seiler with his second free throw, he'll put it up and in, and Seiler will check out of the contest. 86-11 is our score. As Kyler Valandra will check in, he is a 5'10 junior. And here are the Scotties the other way. Burnett with the dribble, crossing half court. Now Connor Burns up top. He's open. Will launch the 3. Shot is no good. Rebound Wade Crutch. He'll put it up and in. Wade Crutch scoring his first 2. 86-13. Here is White River the other way quickly. Colby Scott. Now Dylan Marshall at the top of the key. As we work in the bottom half of the corner. Sazu, Scott, 3 ball, no. Rebound to Phillip. Scotties will push the basketball the other way. Here is Burnett across the time stripe as he spins away from the defense, kicks it to the corner. Jones for 3. That shot is up and good. Got a good shooter's bounce off the back iron, and he's able to drop it through and score the 3. It's now 86-16. Here's Colby Scott for White River. Another 3-point try that is up, no good. Rebound Shale Thorne. And Phillip will push the basketball the other way. Working to the 3-minute mark remaining in the third quarter. 86-16 is our score. Lob inside for Phillip. It's turned over. Here is White River the other way. They'll try to push the basketball, but Phillip will hustle back defensively. They'll force the turnover. Here is Jet Jones for 3, and it's up and good. Back-to-back threes for Jet Jones, 86-19. Here is White River. Joe Seiler for 3. That shot is up and good. Seiler with 6 points now in the ball game. 89-19 is our score. As the Scotties will work with it out front. Here is Ethan Burnett. Tries to feed it into Jones. Ball is tipped and stolen. Here is Joe Seiler to the rim. Shot is up good. Count the basket and a foul is called. Seiler taking advantage of the Phillip turnover. will get the chance at a three-point play as the foul committed by Phillip. It will be their third foul of the half. Ethan Burnett with his first personal foul. Joe Seiler now with 8 points, looking for 9 as he works to complete the three-point play, and the free throw is up and good. White River 10 of 11 from the free throw line in the ballgame. 92-19 is our score as Phillip will work with it. Crunch, high post, passes it to the corner to Thorne. He loses the basketball. It's turned over, and here is White River the other way, and Phillip gets back defensively. This is a team that's a pretty good athletic ball club that can get up and down, and they're able to get back in the transition defense and knock the basketball out of bounds. The Tigers will inbound it. Scott to Sazu, Sazu Marshall, Sazu to the corner, Seiler. Three ball is up, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Phillip. Inside of 2 minutes remaining third quarter. As Burnett will work out front, gets into traffic, sends it back out now. As it is Thorne working at the top of the key. Ball is knocked away and stolen. White River just overplaying those passing lanes, and they'll force a turnover. Here's Dylan Marshall to the rim. Shot is no good, but Joe Seiler will get the offensive putback, and it is now a 94-19 score. Here's Jet Jones passing off. Out front, Wade Crutch. Free throw line jumper is no good. Rebound White River. They'll try to push it, and they throw the ball too long and out of bounds, trying to hit Kyler Valandra. And White River commits their 10th turnover of the ballgame. 94-19. Final minute of quarter number 3 as we work here with a running clock. We will in the fourth as well. Quick jumper taken by Ethan Ferguson is no good. Offensive rebound, Shale Thorne. He'll put it up and in, and everybody has seen action now for Phillip as Dylan Marshall will break down his defender and try to go to the rim, and he is fouled, and that personal will be whistled on Jet Jones, and that will be his third foul. Dylan Marshall to the free throw line. This will be a two-shot situation for the Tigers as the first one is up, and it is no good. The first missed free throw for White River in the second half here. As Marshall will attempt the second. That one is up and good. Dylan Marshall now with 3 points in the ball game. 95-21 as things wind down here in the third quarter. Here's Jet Jones with a nice crossover. From the free throw line, he'll try a floater that is no good. Rebound Phillip. Here are the Scotties. It is Jones for 3. He'll put it up and in. Jet Jones now in double figures with 11. White River will try to go the other way, and a long pass thrown. It's out of bounds, and it will be turned over, and no one touched the ball. So back here to the Phillip end, the Scotties will inbound it. And as the clock runs, that takes a lot of time off the clock, and now Phillip will have to hurry to have an offensive opportunity before things end here in the quarter. Here is a jumper from the corner that is no good. Rebound White River, and that is the end of quarter number 3. Scoreboard comes to you from Darren Boyle Sales. I invite you to check out my large selection of new and used farm equipment, including a great lineup of new and used bale processors. Check them out online at DarrenBoyleSales.com. 95-24 White River. And we're back for the fourth quarter in 1 minute on KPLO.
K&P Insurance of White River says good luck to the athletes in tonight's game. Mona Paulson and Jerry Krogman are your hometown insurance agents and take care of your property, casualty, and crop insurance needs with insurance products from AAA, Northwest GF Mutual, and Rain and Hail providers. Jerry Krogman brings you many years of experience in crop insurance, and his ag background lets you know that he knows the products and service you want and need in crop insurance. Call K&P Agency in White River today.
Good luck, Phillip Scotties, from your fans at Phillip Motors in Phillip. So far this season, you've proved that talent, determination, and working together as a team are the keys to success. Keep up the good work and go get them, Scotties. The Phillip Motor team is behind you all the way. Phillip Motor, a proud supporter of high school athletics and activities, and the Phillip Scotties. Next time you're looking for a new vehicle, stop by Phillip Motor and visit with the guys or call 859-2585.
Well, Phillip had the basketball as we started the fourth quarter. A Jet Jones three that was offline and no good. Rebound White River. They go the other way. Dylan Marshall misses at the White River end, and the ball belongs to Phillip as it's battled for and out of bounds. And the Scotties have it here. 95-24 is our score. As we work our way through this fourth quarter, White River and Lyman will renew acquaintances tomorrow evening as Jet Jones knocks down another three for the Scotties. He has hit 4 in the second half. And here is White River. Colby Scott with a three. That is no good. Jones with the rebound. He's feeling it, and he'll launch here. Shot is up, no good. The ball will get stuck between the rim and the basket, and the ball will belong to White River as the Tigers have it here. 95-27 is our score. Tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock, it will be Stanley County and Phillip. Two teams that played each other very early in the month of December, as Joe Seiler will hit another three for the Tigers, his second of the second half, and it's 98-21. Of course, tonight, as here is a runner by Shale Thorne from the left baseline that is up no good. Rebound pulled down by White River. And they'll work it around, and a three-point attempt by Colby Scott is no good. Offensive rebound, Seiler. And now the Tigers can work with it here. They can stretch the clock a little bit as instead they'll take a three. Shot is up, no good. Wade Crutch will get the rebound, and the Scotties will work the other direction. Here is Jet Jones in the baseline. Steps back to the right corner, launches the long jumper. That is a three, and it's up and good. Jet Jones with 17 points. He has hit 5 threes in this second half. 98-30. Here is White River to the rim. Dylan Marshall will put it up and in. Marshall in traffic now scores the field goal. He has 5, and it is 100-30. 5.5 minutes remain in the ball game as the Scotties will work with it. Keldon Fitzgerald up top to Jones, and Jones will launch the three. It's no good. The rebound to Phillip. Shale Thorne will put it up and in. The Scotties continue to battle here as they will fight for offensive rebounds and such. And if you're Casey Jory, you're looking for something to build on. He has to be happy with the way his team plays here in this second half. Runner by Joe Seiler is up and good. Here is Phillip the other way as Jones tries to make a nice move and get to the rim. He is fouled and will earn free throws. The personal on Dylan Marshall will be his first personal foul. Going to the free throw line for Phillip will be Jet Jones, who has scored 17. First of 2 is up, and it is no good. And White River will go deeper to their bench, as we'll see Jacob Young check into the ball game. He is a 6'7 senior. Tanner Young into the ball game, also number 32. That is Aiden Ayat. Number 35, Kenyon Easter into the ball game, as Jones will attempt the second free throw. That is up and no good. Richard Charginghawk into the ball game as well for White River. He'll get it right corner and launch a three out of the chute, and it's up no good. And Phillip will get the rebound. Jones up the floor. Into the hands now of Thorne, as Phillip will try to feed the basketball inside. Shot taken there. That is up no good. Rebound Phillip, though, and a second chance opportunity. Here is Thorne for three. That shot is up and good. Shale Thorne will hit the three. It's 102-35. Scotty's dressing just 8 tonight, or this afternoon. You can only let down so far. Here a shot taken that is up and no good. And the rebound pulled down by White River. They'll head the other direction. Ethan Burnett will check back into the ball game. Checking out will be Wade Crutch. A running clock here, and we are at the halfway mark of the quarter. It is 102-35. Slowly across the half court, Aiden Ayat as they go baseline. Here is Young for three. That shot is up good. Tanner Young will hit the three. His first points in the second half. 105-35. We work through this one. Scotties will drop to 1-6. White River will improve to 8-0. And they looked impressive from the opening tip in this ball game as Phillip misses on their end and White River goes the other way. Quick jumper taken. That is up by Aiden Ayat, no good. Rebound to Phillip. Scotty's the other way. Here is Burnett on the left side. Sends it to the top. A three taken from up top is no good. That is Ethan Ferguson. And the rebound loose and to White River. Here are the Tigers. Long pass up the floor. It is Tanner Young who will go to the rim and score the two. Tanner Young now with 7 points. And we're down to 3 minutes remaining in the ballgame. 107-35. The Scotties for three. That is Keldon Fitzgerald. It's no good. They'll battle for the loose basketball on the rebound, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on White River. It will be the first on Jacob Young. White River will put Treyer Schmidt into the ballgame. He is a 6'2 senior, and by my count, that means that all 16 players dressed for White River will see action here this afternoon. Here is Jones on the move for Phillip. To the rim, reverse layup try is no good. Rebound Tigers, they'll head the other way. They throw the basketball away, and Phillip will try to force the issue. 2:20 remains across half court. Burnett on the left side. Fitzgerald back up top. Burnett will launch the three, and that one is up and good. First points of the ball game for the freshman Ethan Burnett, and it's 107-38. And now White River will force a turnover, and here is Burnett the other way, and he'll score the easy two. 107-40. Inside of 2 minutes remain here in the ball game. Stay with us during our post game. We'll have the KPLO Midwest Cooperative Player of the Game. We'll also set the stage for this evening as White River with a Richard Charging Hawk miss. The rebound Phillip. They'll head the other way, and again it's Ethan Burnett who scores the two. He has scored the last 7 for Phillip. It's 107-42. Here is Schmidt on the block for White River. And he has the ball knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. 107-42. As Mason Mansfield will check back in for the Scotties. Here's the inbound. White River puts it in play. A three from Charging Hawk that's no good. Rebound Scotties. They'll push the other way. Ethan Burnett will score the basket. And it's 107-44. Here is White River. Inside it comes. This is Young. Nice off-balance shot. It's up and good. Jacob Young will score the two. 109-44. That is 10 different players who have scored for White River. Here's Jet Jones with the runner that's up no good. Schmidt with the rebound. White River the other way. Long pass, layup no good. That's Richard Charging Hawk, and the rebound pulled down by Phillip. Here is Burnett, who has been rolling here of late, and he tries to cross over, and he's held up, and a foul committed by Aiden Nyott. That will be his first foul. Scotties, again, will put it in play. Just the third team foul committed by White River. And here, do we have a turnover? Yes, it's turned over, and here is Nyott the other way. On the move it comes to the corner. Charging Hawk, three ball, no. Rebound loose. It is to Phillip, and they'll throw it up the floor, and it's turned over, and there's your ball game. 109-44 is our final score here as the White River Tigers are victorious. The Scotties outscored White River in that fourth quarter by a 20-14 count. But White River will prevail. They are 8-0 on the season and will move to the championship side of the semifinal bracket tomorrow night. Scoreboard from Darren Boyle Sales. Check out the large selection of new and used farm equipment at the lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. Don't forget to check out DarrenBoyleSales.com, and we will take a timeout. We'll wrap up our coverage of the first half of the first day after we take a 3-minute break on KPLO.
Good luck, Scotties, from Dr. Ron.
How we doing, John? How'd we get through the list? Okay, well, that's good. It's going to take me a while to add here. I got a lot of points to add up.
What time do you need to start?
Probably around 6:10.
Okay. Just so I have an idea.
Okay.
That stuff I need.
All right. Yep. No, that 6:10 I think will work. We tip off at
Bank.
Moore Building Center in Murdo is our full-service small-town lumber and hardware store, carrying all types of fencing supplies, Pittsburgh paints, and expanded line of DeWalt and Stanley tools. Get a free estimate on a new pole barn, home or garage, and purchase all the materials you need to build it. Moore Building Center is more than just nuts and bolts. They're full service and ready to help you. Moore Building Center, proud to be family-owned and part of the business community. Best of luck to all contestants in the Jones County Invitational.
Good luck, athletes, from Kennedy Implement in Phillip. Stop by Kennedy Implement and check out their large inventory of new and used farm equipment. From loader tractors, haying equipment, skid steers, and everything in between, Kennedy Implement has what you need to get the job done right in a timely fashion, too. Kennedy Implement carries New Holland, McCormick, Woods, and many other preferred manufacturers. Stop by and let them know how they can help you. Kennedy Implement in Phillip.
First Fidelity Bank welcomes everyone to Murdo for the Jones County Tournament and wishes all the athletes good luck in their performances. First Fidelity Bank is proud to be a family-owned community bank in Murdo, strong enough to stand on their own, but small enough to understand and appreciate the real-life needs of the people they serve. Call First Fidelity Bank to set up an appointment or just stop in and see what they can do for you. First Fidelity Bank in Murdo, member FDIC. This broadcast of high school sports is sponsored in part by West Central Electric Cooperative, serving Central South Dakota for over 70 years. West Central Electric is proud of our area youth and the effort they put into their school and sports activities. Always remember, hard work and determination are not just keys to success in a game, but also in life. West Central Electric Cooperative continues to strive for excellence in quality and service for all of your electrical needs. Good luck, athletes, from West Central Electric Cooperative.
Back here in Murdo as we finish up the afternoon session of the opening day of the Jones County Invitational. An easy win for White River as they open up a 36-2 first quarter advantage, and they go on to win this game by a final of 109-44. We look at individual scoring first in this ball game for Phillip, led by Jet Jones, who scored 15 of his 17 points in the second half. He's hit 5 threes in the second half for the Scotties. Ethan Burnett with 9, all of them coming in the fourth quarter. Shale Thorne with 9 points. Connor Burns off the bench had 5, 2 points for Mason Mansfield, 2 points in the ball game for Wade Crutch, a total of 44 for the Scotties. Phillip goes to the free throw line 4 times today, and they were 2 of 4 from the free throw line. And after committing 24 turnovers in the first half, Phillip much better with the basketball, and at times not seeing as much defensive pressure, but they did make better decisions with the basketball in the second half as they turned it over 32 times in the ball game. For the White River Tigers, they were led by Nick Seiler and Tyson Ayad as both scored 24 points. 16 points off the bench for the 8th grader Joe Seiler, 9 for Jadis Morris, and 9 for Luke Wells, 9 for Tehran Sazu, 7 points for Tanner Young. 4 points for Isaiah Sorace, 5 points for Dylan Marshall, and 2 points in the ballgame for Jacob Young. 10 players score for White River as they put up 109 this afternoon. Tigers go to the free throw line 13 times. They were 10 of 13 from the free throw line, and White River finishes with 13 turnovers in the ballgame. As we mentioned, White River led at all quarter stops, 36-2 at the end of the opening quarter. It was 68-11 at halftime, and they led 95-24 through 3 quarters of play. The final score, White River 109, Phillip 44. The Scotties dropped to 1-6. The Tigers improved to 8-0 on the season. And coming up tomorrow, Stanley County and Phillip will play at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. The first game at 6:30 tomorrow evening will feature White River taking on Lyman. Time for our KPLO Midwest Cooperative Player of the Game, and before we name our Player of the Game, let's hear from the folks at Midwest Cooperatives.
Did you know that CHS Midwest Cooperative Autumn Rewards provides qualified customers 0% interest and you don't have to give up any cash or volume discounts? That's right. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, we're working with you to provide lasting success. Customers receive full cash and volume discounts on industry-leading genetics, seed treatments, plus 0%. Your CHS Midwest Cooperative agronomist is ready to help you build a plan for success in 2019. Why wait? Contact CHS Midwest Cooperative today to learn more.
Well, we look at the player of the game nominees on the Phillips Scotty side. They were led by Jet Jones, who scored 17 points this afternoon. Ethan Burnett with 9, Shale Thorne with 9 points in the ball game as well. On the White River side, they did it with defense, but they had 2 big scorers, actually 3 double-figure scores. Joe Seiler took care of business in the second half as he scored 16 points. Nick Seiler with 24 points in the ball game, but we're going to go with Tyson Ayat as our player of the game. Tyson scored 21 points in the first half. He finished with 24 in the ball game, and he is our KPLO Midwest Cooperative Player of the Game. Well, we have 2 more games for you in our opening day of the Jones County Invitational, as we'll be on the air at around 6:10 this evening, and we'll feature the matchup between the other undefeated team in the Jones County Invitational, the Cologne Cowboys, who are 6-0 on the season. They take on Bennett County. The nightcap this evening will feature Jones County as they take on Kadoka. And on your way home from the game, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you that snow means slow. Drive for conditions this winter. And our coverage of the 51st Annual Jones County Invitational Basketball Tournament first, let's mention this, that you'll be able to watch archived games, the first 2 games of the Jones County Invitational available for you on YouTube. And, of course, we'll have all games live throughout the afternoons and evenings in the next couple days. Go to YouTube and search KPLO Sports. Now, bringing us coverage of the Jones County Invitational, our matchup between White River and Phillip, brought to you by the folks at KP Insurance, Phillip Motors, and Mandel. Coverage of the Jones County Invitational Basketball Tournament brought to you by the Corner Pantry, Arby's, Headley Veterinary Services, Midwest Cooperatives, All-Star Auto and B&B Sales, Cherry Todd Electric, Crossroads Coffee, Flowers, and Gifts, Randy Spray Service, Kennebec Telephone, Gurney's Building Center, Sioux Nation Ag Center, the First National Bank of Phillip, Farmers Union Oil Company, the Prairie Post, West Central Electric, First Fidelity Bank, Kennedy Implement, Moore Building Center, and Dakota Prairie Bank. And our coverage of regional high school sports on KPLO brought to you by Darren Boyle Sales, Midwest Cooperatives, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Buy Right Seed, Hutch's Cafe, Harry K. Chevrolet and Ford, the South Dakota Attorney General's Division of Consumer Protection, the Jet Lanes, May Adam, and the Prairie Post. John Neff has been our technical director this afternoon from Dakota Radio Group's World Headquarters, and taking care of our video this afternoon, our old friend John Dreher. And I'm Darren Boyle from the Murdo Auditorium. We bid you all a very pleasant afternoon.